Hello everyone, it's nice to be here again. I am Blessing Inegbedion, your passionate teacher. Today, we'll be talking about indefinite article. In English, there are three articles, a, an, and d. These articles are further divided into the definite and the indefinite article. Today, we'll be looking at the indefinite article precisely, an. The article an or the indefinite article is used before a noun, especially when its identity is not known. Noun is a naming word, be it a name, place, animal, or thing. It also tells us that something is not specific, not particular. That is, the noun is unknown to the writer or the reader. Usually, these are things that haven't been mentioned before or that the listener is unfamiliar with. The indefinite article comes before words, abbreviations, acronyms, initialism, or letters that begins with a vowel sound, regardless of their spellings. It may also refer to a singular noun or number. To help us understand this better, the article an comes before vowel letters. It comes before vowel letter. And we know in English there are 5 vowel letters, A, E, I, O, U. That is why this indefinite article must go before this vowel letter. Let's look at the example there. We have apple, egg, elephant, ink, orange, and umbrella. We don't say a apple, a egg, a elephant, a ink, a orange, a umbrella. Instead, we use an apple, an egg, an elephant, an ink, an orange, and umbrella. Why do we use and? It is because the letter that begins each word are vowel letter. Not just that they are vowel letter, but it has a vowel sound. Apple, egg, elephant, ink, orange, umbrella. So that is why the article and goes with it. The rule only becomes tricky when you have a vowel with a consonant sound or a consonant with a vowel sound. Let's take, for instance, a word may begin with a vowel letter, but it doesn't have a vowel sound. Or a word may begin with a consonant letter, but it doesn't have a consonant sound. So, irrespective of what the word begins with, if it has a vowel sound, and is used along with it. Look at example 1. We have university. University. That is why we say a university, not an university. Because the word university begins with U, which is a vowel letter, but it doesn't have a vowel sound. It is pronounced as university. Look at number 2. Utopia. Utopia, not ontopia. Not ontopia, but utopia. So that is why A goes with it, although it begins with a vowel letter. The next one is honor. Honor. It is not called honor, but honor, because H is a silent letter. So it is an honor. An honor. It is an honor to be here. So when you come across this, ignore what the first letter is and just listen to the sound that it makes. Say the word out loud. If it sounds as if it is beginning with a consonant sound, use A. If it sounds as if it is beginning with a vowel, use an. Hope this is clear. Although it seems critical or tricky, but it's clear from the explanation. The same rule applies to acronyms and initialism. Whether or not to use an or a depends on the pronunciation. Look at example 1. We have an NBC television show, not a NBC television show. Because N is pronounced as N, not N. So it has a vowel sound. That is why it is an NBC television show. The next one, an HTML document. An HTML document. The H is pronounced as H, not H. So it is an HTML document. Number 3, a CBS news outlet. A CBS news outlet. C is pronounced as C. So A goes with it. The next one is a Microsoft program. You may wonder, Microsoft begins with M. Why is it not an Microsoft? How is Microsoft pronounced? It is pronounced as Microsoft, not Microsoft. That is why we use A along with it. The next one, number 4, is an MS-DOS program. An MS-DOS program, not a MS-DOS program. And because M is pronounced as M, not M. Let's look at more example. We also use an with singular nouns that are countable and begins with a voice sound. We use and with singular nouns that are countable and begins with a vowel sound. Example 1 says, that is an alligator. That is an alligator. Not a alligator, but an alligator. Let's look at number 2. He rented an armadillo costume. He rented an armadillo costume. 3. She sent her an invitation. 4. I bought an expensive raincoat. 5. Mosquitoes make an irritating noise. 6. She earned an excellent score on the test. 7. He was just asking an honest question. 8. She had to wait for an hour to see them. 9. They made an honest mistake. So take note of where the article "and" comes in. It comes in before nouns. Nouns that are countable and begins with a vowel sound. Look at the next one. Other times, you may be referring to just a singular letter or number. Make sure it matches with its indefinite article. Letters and numbers that sound like they start with a vowel should be preceded by an. Examples. Even though he studied, his final grade on the exam was an F. Remember, the letter F is pronounced as F, not F. So that is why "and" goes with it. Her handwriting was so sloppy, they couldn't tell if she spelled her name with an M or an N. 3. When the group was playing Yahtzee, he rolled an 8. When the group was playing Yahtzee, he rolled an 8. Let's check this out. I went to an exciting concert last night. I went to an exciting concert last night. Not I went to an exciting concert last night. So A is used before words starting in consonant sounds, and N is used before words starting with vowel sounds. It doesn't matter if the word is an adjective, a noun, an adjective, an adverb, or anything else. Hope this lesson is very clear. Hope you all follow and understood what was taught on indefinite article. In our next lesson, we'll be talking about the indefinite article a. Thank you all for watching. I remain my humble self, Blessing Inegbedion, the passionate teacher. Please always like, watch, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all.